Hello.
Hello, good evening, Tariq. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing, brother?
Good, great. So, thank you for joining. Thank you for accepting this invite quickly. It's the weekend here, so I'm trying to utilize it as much as I can, and try to have as much as possibly work on the business, from my 9 to 5 job. So, yeah, how's things? All okay?
Yeah, I think you seem to be a pretty busy man. That's why I asked you probably more than three, four times to have a meeting, and then you finally replied with a yes. I was just trying to have this conversation because over a chat you cannot convey your message properly because you're limited with text with messages. So I thought it would be better if we have a quick call. And I understand. I mean, everyone is busy these days. Everyone is
Yeah.
just trying to work. So,
Yes,
um,
it
y-
is. It
y-
is, and it's quite hectic, so yeah. I mean, it is really difficult, to try to manage so many things at the same time. So, anyways, um, I believe you have seen the listing. I just want to tell you about our business like so quickly, as much as
yeah,
I can. So basically, Tariq, we started this business in 2022, end of 2022. However, we, started actually sales in February 2023. So,
yeah,
anyways, so we started with actually two products only, two products, two SKUs, same family that you have seen, same family of product. However, we started with two, then we started increasing colors, and then we says like, okay, somewhere sometimes putting, let's say, the black color in 32 ounce only without the 24. It's quite complex, it's quite complicated. So we launched like all the colors in two different sizes, all right? And later
mhm,
on this year, or just a month ago, we decided to start selling accessories separately, to try to maybe make more profit out of something,
mhm,
and try to maybe, let's say, have our store having so many products other than that. Of course, that we're selling also on Shopify. We're not really active on Shopify, but we're currently building our website. We're trying to make it, have a different channel as well of sales. Now, last year, we have done around $107,000 in sales. All right. We had 2 months completely shut down because Amazon deactivated our account wrongly. That was the answer that I got, is like, oh, it was by mistake. And Amazon, you cannot just simply fight them. You just had to go through the process. Anyways, we got our account back. Last year, Q4 was so successful to the point that we ran out of stock in so many SKUs, but we ended up with having, so we're not completely out of stock. We ran out of, let's say, so many, you know, um, let's say, colors. So the beginning of this year, 2 3 months at the beginning, we had really low sales, as you can see, as you're sharing, is because we didn't have, so many colors in stock. We took the advantage of changing our design a bit, our packaging a bit, and that's why we relaunched again the product. And then by September, we redesigned again the product again, not redesigned, but we, instead of having black lids, we have colored those, to make it more attractive. Now, at this stage, our sales so far year to date is around $105,000. So, which is
mhm,
basically we reached the same value as last year. However, we are looking at a very strong Q4. We want to make sure that our Q4 this year is really stronger than last year. Last year we used to sell around, I believe, 18, $25,000, something like that. So, I expect us to really have a big jump this year. So if you look here, uh,
yeah,
15 and then 20. Actually, it was 22. I don't know. Maybe Amazon has different numbers than my Sellerize app, but anyways, so again, we are looking to double basically those numbers. So yeah, I mean, I want someone to be able to scale us up, increase our sales a lot, and also not reduce our spend. We are spending good,
yeah,
but
yeah,
make sure that the spend is going to the something that is actually converted properly. All right. Now, um, I've been asked so many questions why you're targeting infuser water bottle. The range is not doesn't have that demand and so on. Again, our bottle is a bottle, but it just has an extra infuser with it. Doesn't mean that we cannot target water bottles. We have no problem to target water bottles. It's just that you have the freedom to target whatever you want to target that generates more sales and makes your ranking. You know, it's just that we sell the bottle with an infuser. That's it. That's the only difference. So that's a summary of what we basically do. And yeah, I want to hear from you exactly
Yeah.
what do you think?
Yeah, sure. I mean, one thing which I looked at, and which was obviously the effort that you have done so far. Obviously, it's not a new brand. It has been sailing for a couple of years now, I believe,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you have had some decent months in
yeah,
between. I mean, 20,000 a month was the best which I can see. Like here, as I just shared in the report,
yeah.
like in the business reports, I can see the 20,000 month last year in December was the best. So that shows that maybe the Q4 is the period where you tend to sell the most. Or so far you can see this is the phase where you have had success. I mean,
Mhm, mhm.
if I look at the history throughout, like from 2023 November until like until this year, like 2025. So and recently you have been doing decent numbers like 14,000, 15,000, 15,000 in the
Yes,
last 3 months.
yeah.
So the growth potential is obviously there, which is one thing which I noted. And number of reviews, 352, 4.6 average rating is again a decent number. It's not a new listing, it's pretty much established.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of questions here. I mean, if I ask, as you mentioned that you were offering a 20% discount on this price, so at this price, what would be your margin, including FPA fees and everything, apart from the advertising budget?
So I can just simply, tell you like it's so again, there's the margin without, let's say, inbound fees, so now Amazon has this inbound fees,
Yeah.
which charges us a lot, so it varies drastically. But let's say
Mm-hmm.
I'm factoring in the inbound fees. All right, I'm just giving
Mm-hmm.
you an let's say an estimate, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if at this current price, we're roughly talking about 38 or 37% profit margin, as gross, basically. So yeah, so that's the margins that we're talking about. Now, with PPC, with fees, with this, the net profit just like drastically drops to something really weird. I'll tell you something. Since we started the business, we did not make a business profit. We're
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
in negative, but the negative value is reducing, and this is what makes us continue the business. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
again, why I'm hiring a PPC manager at this stage is because I took a decision that this year is our year. If we don't succeed and make a huge number, I'm gonna find a way to maybe shift the business into something else or maybe shut it down. You know what I mean? So this is why it is
Mm-hmm.
so critical for us. Now, as a business, we have been making losses since we started, but the loss is being reduced. So instead of having negative 15,000 as an overall loss, it's becoming negative 11. And then this year, it looks like it's going to become better. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about as net. So if I'm seeing this positivity continue, then we need to, especially that we're trying to launch new products. I have so many products in the pipeline that are just waiting for my click to go ahead, but I'm just want to make sure Q4 is going to go well, for us. Our brand, just for you to know, we have a proper brand guidelines developed. It's not only about bottles. We want to start with bottle, but we want to make sure that we are a brand that sells outdoor products, all of those things. It's not only related to bottles, but we want to start with bottles, basically. So yeah, I mean, this is what we're looking for, so I
Yeah.
hope I'm trying to give you as much as I can.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 38% is a decent margin. I mean,
Yeah,
we have been managing brands at 20%, 25%. It gets really tough to make them profitable because
yeah,
PPC day by day is getting expensive,
yeah.
cost per click, and competition is growing every day. So yeah, 38%. Is it for just the 24 ounce, or it is also the same for
Both
32?
of them are the same because,
Okay.
funny thing is we sell this $2 less all right?
Okay.
But the landed cost is just the difference between the landed cost is just literally from my sheet here is nothing. It's just I guess manufacturing cost is 17 cents. That's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Between this and that is just 17 cents in terms of manufacturing cost. So, so
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, so but we have to sell it at a big difference, or not say a big difference, but like a difference. So customers will never understand 17 cents difference. They will say, oh, this is like 24 ounce, but this is 32. This is bigger. It should be at least cheaper by $1 or $2. You know, big brands don't do difference, to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to, you know.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think that that was one thing which I wanted to ask. And other thing, I mean, if I did you check the sheet which I shared with you, like the
Yeah.
top competitors that we have? Do you see any similarity? Like if I consider these as my competitors,
Mhm.
which would be closest to my product in terms of like design, in terms of material? Is it stainless steel or is it just the plastic? I
No,
mean,
so they're mostly the same, all right? They're
okay,
mostly the same. The only a company that might be different, which is, I believe, selling at a high price and which is funnily doing the same as us, maybe Pure Zen. I believe Pure Zen is doing something different. Not T Bloom. I believe Pure Zen was, yeah, the third one, I think.
okay.
Yeah, I think they're doing it with glass or something. So they're not far off from what we are selling, you know, but I don't know what is their numbers, to be honest. But
Okay, let me check that right here.
yeah,
We can check their ASIN.
yeah,
So
but yeah, mostly I believe, you know, there if you even look at their listing, you feel like it's, you know, this Chinese style
yeah,
product that is like, oh, we sell so many things in the pack. We don't want to be that, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So again, they're a very smaller. They're much smaller. They're 15 ounce,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I think they're, yeah, stainless steel or anything. And there's nothing interesting in the bottle. It's just that they have so much reviews, you know. But at the same time,
Yeah.
if you look at so much reviews, the price is the same. Uh, but at the same time, if you look at their revenue and our revenue, it's almost the same. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, this is something that I believe that we have unlocked potential. There is
Mm-hmm.
something hidden in the box. There is something that is needs to be unlocked here. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This is why I'm reaching out to people like you know, to try to understand what's
Yeah.
going
Yeah. Yeah. Now this is what I just want to be mentioned in the title as well. Like this is stainless steel,
on.
and if I look at our listing, there is no like no material mention.
Yeah.
So that's something which I would obviously suggest you to do. And one other thing which we did, I mean, which we surely would like to change is the adding keywords and then making it SEO friendly.
Mhm.
Have you had the chance to, have someone experienced or expert in SEO, in SEO terms, and make it SEO friendly, like title, bullet points, description, backend, search terms, all that stuff?
Yeah, the previous manager. That's the problem. So, so
Okay.
this is the one, you know. So this is the issue here. Is again, I don't want to, again, why when we launched this bottle, we wanted to launch a bottle, but we saw that the market is so saturated and we tried, okay, we'll launch a bottle, but it will be different. It has an extra infuser, but doesn't mean that we
Mhm.
need to target only infuser bottles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he was like
Yeah.
focused 100% on infuser bottles, telling me, okay, that you know, the water bottle market is quite competitive, this that. So I'm like, okay, fine, but we need to try. But then there
Mhm.
was no intention to try and test out and all of those things, you know. So
Okay, okay, I understand that people are busy these days, even PPC managers.
yeah,
Yeah, but I think that that's something which needs to be done. And it's sad that the previous managers weren't able to do, because you have to have keywords. Like if you do not have those, then how you are telling Amazon algorithm that we are relevant to a certain keyword,
yeah,
because it works that way.
yeah,
When you add keywords, you make your product more relevant, because algorithm is is more like an AI, or they have some backend stuff, and
Yeah.
they only identify products based on keywords, what we have utilized in titles, in bullet points, and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I see only 111 characters utilized, so you can go up to 200 characters,
Mm.
and use that space to add as many keywords as you can do, but do not make it more fluffy. Like, you have to make it sound natural, so that it
Mhm.
doesn't mean that we are just trying to add keywords force by force. I mean, it's
Yeah.
so yeah, that's the point. And if you check the even the bullet points, I mean, same needs to be done here as well. And I haven't checked the backend systems as yet, but we can
Yeah.
obviously go through that as well. So I think that the listing is set up pretty well. If I check the images, it looks good until, it looks good for now. But if we find out any issue going forward, we can obviously surely highlight that. It has the video, and if I check the A plus content, it has, I believe, premium A plus content.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're
Um,
looking to make it even, even better, but I wouldn't say we're gonna do it now. We need to find a
yeah.
proper designer, and a designer that understands Amazon. It's not only about,
Yeah.
just somebody who's like on Fiverr that will, yeah, I can design it.
Yeah.
There are so many people. By the way, I'll just tell you something. This A plus content and those listing images and those 3D are done by me. I've done them
Okay.
myself on
Yeah.
Canva. All right.
Look.
The only thing that I got is photographs from photographer and those 3D renders by a 3D render guy that I work with. So everything else, all those texts, everything has been done by me. Now, does it mean it's the most perfect one? No. All
Mhm.
right. Can it be improved? Yes, it can be improved. But again, until I get someone to do it and find someone else, again, since I started Amazon business, I've been hurt a lot by a lot of people from
Yeah.
Fiverr, unfortunately, saying, yes, we can do, and it turns out to be like even worse than a unprofessional person. If you get a unprofessional person, they would
Mhm.
still do it better than those guys. So, anyways, let's not go back into
Yeah.
that. We have come so far. We used to do $1,000 per month, at the best days, but now we're doing 15, 20,000. So
Mhm.
the aim here is to just make sure that we are rescuing ourselves in Q4. You know, I think this is our opportunity to succeed. So I just want to make sure that we are on the right path here, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think one thing which we do, I mean, we surely suggest to our clients is that utilize the Amazon data as much as you can do. And one thing you can utilize is obviously see this data. Now, this is the Amazon from Amazon Growth Product Opportunity Explorer. And
Mhm,
here it shows all relevant, like it shows you search terms, and also shows you what topics buyers consider
mhm,
the most or consider the best in purchasing a certain product. So when I search this tea infuser bottle keyword, and it has a certain set of like topics which buyers mention the most in their reviews, and then you can see both in positive and negative. So these
mhm,
are the factors which are like affecting a purchase or a sale, or how much a buyer likes this bottle, or how much they hate this product whenever they buy it, because reviews are your like mirror.
mhm,
It shows you what the best qualities of a certain product is, or how worse it is. So it can be beneficial in both ways. And then you can see the topics mentioned. Temperature retention has been the most, or the pick in terms of buyers, and they have
mhm,
mentioned it more than 14% out of like 100% comments or reviews. 14% had the mention of temperature retention. So what they mention: keep my coffee warm, get it hot or cold, keep it hot. So factors like these, I mean, this is one factor. Now, these are all factors or attributes that must be mentioned in either bullet points or
mhm,
in the description of the like images or A plus content. So you pick out these topics to describe your product, rather than I feel these should be my topics. rather than being biased on what I like the most about this product, because buyer may not be like considering that those factors which are in your mind. So you
Yeah.
have to have the ideas based on what Amazon data shows you.
Mhm.
And you can see leak proof, all these specifications or factors mentioned here. And
Yeah.
again, same likewise, you can check the negative comments or negative reviews, and what they have shown or mentioned the most. Leak proof is the number one factor where which led to the highest number of negative reviews, and
Yeah.
17% of the negative reviews had this leak proof issue mentioned. So these are the
Mhm.
factors which you should consider in designing images. And
Yeah.
that's one thing which we suggest to
Mhm.
our buyers,
Exactly,
so our
exactly. I
clients,
agree
sorry.
with you. I agree with you 100% that it needs to be, let's say, reworked in a way that maybe,
Yeah,
that it maybe, helps the customer to, maybe take a decision. Even
yeah,
if, let's say, the customer is taking now 90% of the decision to buy, we want them to reach to 100% taking decision. Yes, I agree with
yeah,
you 100%. But this again is something that we want to find something. If you have someone that you can recommend, but I'm not
yeah.
talking about, rookies, I'm talking about
No,
professionals.
no, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. We do have that. We do have that since we work as a team. So I can share some of the samples with you so that you can see like what are the images that we have designed so far, and you can
yeah,
check the stuff. You can check the design so far. But that's something which I would suggest you to not try from the first month. Just let's
yeah,
let's let's
exactly,
get things
exactly.
going. Yeah, let's get things
Yes,
going from the first month.
yes,
Let us implement some of the PPC stuff that we know, and
yeah,
once you have the confidence that these guys are doing good job, let's try out their some of the other services. We can
yeah,
move forward with that stuff, because at the moment you are already producing sales, and you with
yeah,
these listings, with this stuff, with this images and design, you are already producing sales. What we need to do is just fix the issues that are already there in the PPC setup, so that it gets even better, and the current ad budget is utilized even in more effective way.
yeah.
So yeah, one other thing which we obviously suggest apart from these factors is this new design, which new update that Amazon has, is this Rufus AI tool that Amazon use, and it's really handy. I mean, you can Amazon is pushing towards the AI stuff. So this is the AI version of
Mhm.
Amazon Rufus, and you can
Yeah,
buy it. You can check it on the app as well, Amazon
uh-huh.
app.
Yeah.
And when buyers search for a product, they obviously they have an option. If I can show you from my mobile as well.
Mhm.
I'm not sure how much time you have for this call.
No, I mean,
If
let's discuss, freely, no
Okay, okay,
problem.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
Um, I can show you here on the mobile side as well. So, uh, yeah, so I won't be able to share the mobile screen, but you can
No,
check
but
from here if
yeah,
it's visible. Um, Maybe it's not visible. Let me
yeah,
move.
I know, I see it. I know on my phone. I actually
Yeah, yeah. So
know
yeah,
the
that's the
feeling.
point. I mean, you can check the Rufus, and when they search for a particular product, if they click on Rufus, they find like certain sort of AI answers, and then
Mhm,
from that you can have, for example, these are the questions: is
mhm.
it a dishwasher? Does it fit into cup holders and all that stuff?
Yeah.
And what needs to be done is you utilize these questions and answer those in your listing, this detail page, so
Mhm,
that Rufus, when they show products to buyers, they also consider your listing as well, because if you do not have these questions answered, they
mhm,
won't be like showing your product to the buyers, since again it's an algorithm and it only considers the content, the text that you have added into a listing.
mhm,
So
mhm.
and I'm not sure if it is optimized for Rufus, the current listings that you have, but it surely
Mhm.
needs to be done
Yeah.
in the current times, because Amazon have this update now. So
Mhm, mhm,
yeah, so yeah, coming to the ads, I think that's something which is really which has the major impact, since you are spending the budget, and you have been running ads, and we have compiled the data that you have, like the spending that you have done for the last 60 days. We have compiled those that data, and we have found out certain issues that can be addressed. And if I check the first of all the type of campaigns, you can see you have, I mean, three types of campaigns: sponsor, product, brand, and display. Even though you have a decent share of sales from the sponsor brand ads as well, you can see you have around about let's see the percentage. 42% of the total sales in the last 60 days through ads have come through sponsor brand ads, and which can be, if we go back to the Amazon product page, you can check from here. So if we search a particular, for example, if we search a top keyword that we may have for this listing, if we search this, so if you search a particular keyword, you find out like certain set of ads, and sponsor brand ads is a type that shows up at the top. I mean, you can see the banner ad at the top. Let me open up in another tab so that like so that the helium 10 doesn't show up, just for the clarity. If I search it here, now you see the sponsor brand ad at the top, and video is playing. So this is called the banner video ad, and it can be created through sponsor brand ad, and then you see sponsor product ads, which are the most effective ones in terms of organic ranking, because that should be the goal. If you are looking for a high profitability, you need to have decent organic ranks. And that can obviously be improved through sponsored product ads once you target keywords. So these are the 4 such or 5 such results through sponsored product. So the top ad placement is for the sponsor brand, and then you see at the middle as well the video ad. You can see again it is showing up. It's a sponsored brand ad, and
So we do have those ads set up, and
yeah.
if you would have typed tea infuser bottles maybe a week ago, you would have seen our ad at the top. But we have reduced it because of,
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't. I personally reduced it because I've seen that there is something wrong, that I want to hold off of the spending until I see a proper PPC manager that can fix all of this
Yeah.
themselves. So yes, and if you notice that it's the most, let's say, the one that generated the most of the
Yeah.
sales.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It is. Now that's my point. I mean, if I just shared with you, like 42% of the sales through ads have come through sponsor brand ad.
yeah,
Then when I check the sponsor, like when I check this ads dashboard, I can see only 2 campaigns active for the sponsor brand. I mean, you can add more if you are seeing the result, and if we see the numbers again,
yeah,
like if we check the in terms of echoes, it is producing the best echoes for you, sponsor brand campaigns, because these have like a decent conversion rate, 10%. I mean, even though it's not the best,
yeah,
the the sponsored display campaigns have the best conversion rate, but only 3
yeah,
units. Not enough data in here. But if I check the first 2, sponsor brand ads and sponsored product ads, I can check the sponsor brand ads is obviously performing better. And if
yeah,
I check the average cost per click, it has the slightly expensive average cost per click, which is 0.98. And if I see the percentage of spend, I mean, this is the interesting part. 66% of the ad spend that you have done in the last 60 days have gone on for the sponsored product campaigns, whereas 57% of the sales have been produced through sponsored product campaigns, but 42% of the total sales have come through sponsored brand ads, but only 33% is the ad spend. So the share in ad spend needs to be revised, and I believe that if the video is doing good, I haven't gone into these campaigns and I haven't checked like if it is a video ad, if it is a banner ad.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just looking at the numbers, and from the numbers, I can surely suggest that you should have a better division in terms of like which ad type should get how much percentage in ad budget.
Yeah.
And if I check the top campaign right now in the call, I can see it is a video ad. It is mentioned here, so the video must be good because it is converting.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I understand your point. So those are the things that we need to identify, which you are
yeah,
identifying, which is good now that you're identifying where the issues are.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, the video ad, it is done professionally, so
yeah,
um, it's just that if this works, then we need to make sure that we need to do more of those, maybe a video,
yeah.
maybe, I don't know, something else that works, um, I don't know.
Yeah. I think that just needs to be targeted for the top keywords rather than just essence. I think this campaign
Yeah,
has essence.
yeah.
You can see video ad and it's mentioned essence targeting. That means the listings or competitor listings are being
Mhm,
targeted. And
mhm,
if I go into that, you can see all the list of essence that
mhm.
are being targeted. So
Funny
more,
thing
I
is
think,
like out of budget for some reason, but because of the, anyways, I mean, yeah, it needs to be refined. There is something
yeah,
that's going on
yeah.
wrong here.
Yeah, I think that's something which we obviously that's one thing which was visible like from just by looking at the ads dashboard that
Mhm,
this needs to be improved or this needs to be worked on.
mhm.
So yeah, I think that's one thing, and I can also see some of the campaigns which have done pretty well in the past. If I check the lifetime history, maybe in the recent times they might have um that might not be performing good, but I can surely see like 29% echoes and the campaign
Was
is
the
turned
was
off.
the was yes.
Yeah, it is auto substitute. Now these auto campaigns needs to be optimized with time. You just need to see where they are going wrong. I mean, you just need to fix that part and then they start performing like better. So and maybe in the recent times they might not be performing good, so you might have turned those off or someone else managing the ads might have turned off, but we can surely check the ads in here and see maybe it's ROAS and remove this. Oh, this. Yeah, so it was around about 4.1 and then it dropped to 1.8, which is pretty
But
low.
at this period, the ROAS when it dropped, our stock
Yeah.
was gone, So
Yeah, so yeah, I think I can surely see, and when I sort it from high to low sales, the
yeah,
second best campaign is turned off, and even though it has a 29% echoes, ROAS is 3.41, which is decent, even lower than your net margin.
yeah,
So that means this particular campaign is making profits for you. So why
yeah,
not keep it open?
yeah.
So yeah, I think these were a few things. I mean, if you sort from high to low sales, you can surely find out some of the best performing campaigns being turned off. So these needs to be refined. So
Mm,
that's one other suggestion. And again, if we check this sheet which we compiled, if I check yeah, you can see the ad spend share in here, and the sales share in here, which I already mentioned to you, different
yeah,
type campaigns, and then the share in sales. So um, another thing, I mean, if we check the types of targeting or mesh types that you can do, auto campaigns have performed better. I mean, with a decent number of sales, auto campaigns and this phrase match. These are
uh-huh,
the top performing campaign settings for you.
uh-huh,
And in terms of echoes, I think the auto campaigns are performing better here, but I can also see the phrase broad or even exact not targeted enough. If I see the ad spend, I mean, it's only, if I check the percentage,
mhm,
10%, 10%, 0.88% is the category targeting. um,
mhm.
so I mean, these are the sorted data for the last 60 days, and
Yeah,
then you can surely see the gaps in it. And I have already shared this sheet with you.
yeah.
So you can also go through that.
So you basically see there is some room of, let's say,
Yeah,
refinement, I would
yeah,
say. And
yeah,
let's say Q4, sorry, is not really, within difficult things. That's the main
yeah,
aim is here is to make sure that we are in line to overpass
yeah,
what we have done last year, and this is why we're trying to find a solution to it. Again, our aim is to have this long-term partnership.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But again, as you're looking here into this details, it is very important for us to also make sure that you are constantly updating us, every
yeah,
week, telling us, okay, here is what's happening. Yes, there is a drop, or there's this, or there's that. This is what I'm doing, not keeping us in the blind. You know what I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah. I
Um,
understand. I
and
totally
um,
understand.
and really, again, I know that those things take time to reflect. However, it is very critical for us to succeed in Q4. Even if it takes that you need to reactivate some of those campaigns to
Yeah.
keep the sales momentum going. Maybe the ACOS will be high, I understand, at the beginning, and you will try to tweak this time, but I don't want the sale. So if you look here at the number now, today's sale, by this time, we have never seen that number
Mm-hmm.
since a very long time. By that
Yeah.
time, we would be doing $200, $300,
Yeah.
this
Yep.
time of the day. So it's 7 p.m. now. By
Mm-hmm.
that time, we will be doing 200, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm really shocked at what's going on, and I don't want this to affect us. And that's why we want to start immediately.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, again, I am not saying that we need to um, focus on infuser bottles only. I'm giving you the go ahead to, let's say, target water bottles, target tumblers, target whatever you want to target that might be relevant to our bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Again, our bottle is a bottle. It just has an
Yeah.
infuser.
Yeah.
That's why. That's it. It works as a bottle. Completely works as a bottle. So um, yeah, this is basically the summary I want to understand from you. What do you think? Where we can? You said so many things now that we can improve,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, you tell me
Yeah,
how
I think,
from here.
yeah, I think, yeah, but I totally understand. I mean, I understand what you're saying in terms of keeping you in the loop, in terms of like keeping you in constant touch and then giving you constant updates. I think that's part of the job. We make sure that all of our clients, all of the brands that we are managing currently are updated weekly. Why? I mean, we can set up a weekly call as well. We can do like weekly reports if that is easy for you. We can do weekly Google Sheets which contain all the data, and I can share some of the stuff that we do in terms of managing the numbers and everything. I mean, I can share. um
Yeah, I mean, we're open to, as long as we are, um, updated properly with a proper manner.
yeah, yeah,
Again, you have raised a point about the price and so on. I don't want to say that I'm against reducing the price. I can
yeah,
do
yeah,
that if it will help generate, but then I've tested this all over the last year. And this
yeah,
is why
yeah.
last year we used to sell this bottle $2 cheaper for both SKUs,
Okay.
for both the sizes, and we have done lower sales than this year. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
so again, we have been doing good sales with the price point. So dropping the price doesn't mean. I've tested it out so many times. I've tested it even, you know, in let's say the big what do you call it,
Prime Day.
the Prime Day. Yeah, the Prime Day
Yeah.
when you were texting me. So again,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
something that we need to be really, understanding of. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's one thing which and then you have kept the price same for, let's say, from April.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't
from
reduce.
April
We didn't
it
reduce at all. Yes. No.
yeah, let me go back to this listing, 24 ounce. Uh Yeah, it has, like, from April, it was increased to 27. It was around about 26.99
Yeah,
back in October last year.
yeah.
So yeah, it has remained the same, 26.99, and then increase the price to 27 by $1. I think it's not a huge difference.
Yeah.
But also depends. I mean, that the discount, as you mentioned, which type of discount you tried? Did you try coupon code? Did you try Prime
We
Day
tried
discount?
everything. We Prime Day, of course, we try Prime Day every time,
Okay,
every time.
okay,
So when the upcoming Black Friday and Cyber Monday, will always participate, and we drop
okay,
this price by 20% just to move the stock,
okay.
We always participate. But as a constant thing, no. We don't
Yeah.
want to degrade
No,
our
no,
brand,
no. Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
want to do
yeah.
this.
Yeah, I think the discounts just needs to be for a limited time. It just needs to be, if you have a website where you are already selling, if you
Mhm.
reduce the price on Amazon, it would just like make the system, it just won't work out. If you have a lower price on Amazon and higher price on the website, then buyer might just have a not a decent message. So yeah, I think in terms of price for now, I can say that we won't touch the price. But if we test things out and we implement our strategy in the ads, and for the next like 2 to 3 weeks, and then see how that goes. But we are confident. I mean, from April you have kept the price same, and in the
Yeah,
last 2 3 months you are already producing 15,000 a month,
exactly.
with roughly 5,000 in ad spend. That is around about 33% tacos, I believe.
Yeah, yeah,
So I think that's enough history. 3 months is an enough data.
yeah,
But if we consider there is a need to go for a limited time discount, then we can obviously share with you and discuss that,
yeah,
and decide it collectively. So, but in terms of advertising, we would surely not limit ourselves to like a tea infuser bottle. We can surely look out all possible options, by looking at our competitors, where they are ranking, what keywords are fruitful for them. We can
yeah,
obviously do all that research, and then see if we can convert on those as well, because through these auto campaigns, Amazon automatically shows you to different set of keywords, and i
yeah.
can i can check it really quickly here, and see if I find any notable from high to low sales. It is already sorted. So this is the sponsored product search terms, and hide this. If oops, sorry, let me hide this. Okay, so this is the sheet for the sponsored product or sponsored brand. And you
Uh-huh.
can see tea infuser at the top. I mean, tea infuser is a keyword with the most number of sales, 33
Yeah,
units sold, 9110 in sales through ads, 41% echoes. Um, if I can see infuser portal tea. So I can mostly see tea in there. Seems like the buyers that you have so far love having tea in the bottle, and then they just buy it for the
yeah, maybe
tea.
because we're not targeting the other
Yeah,
words,
that's
you
the other
know.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, that's the thing that we need to.
Yeah, that's the part of expansion. Once you do the expansion, then you like test different set of keywords and
Yeah,
see if we can convert. Like you mentioned, like this is the one of the competitors which we opened in the yeah, this one. So we can check their keywords as well,
yeah,
and see where they're ranking, and then we can obviously implement the same. So if I see the helium 10 in here, and let me just open it up again. Uh, so yeah, if I open up here again, and so yeah, I mean, you can see they
mhm,
are ranked on 3,909 keywords, or they are indexed on these set of keywords. I can
mhm,
see around about 3,000 as organic. And if I see the top keywords, 1 to 10, where they are
Mhm.
ranked on first 10 organic spots, it would give us a lesser number, which is 181, which is even a decent number. So if I sort from high to low sales,
Mhm.
yeah, these are the keywords like tea thermos
Mhm.
is there where they are ranked, tea infuser bottle,
Mhm.
tea travel mug is the other keyword, which I don't see in your search terms.
Yeah.
Tea thermos with infuser. So thermos is something which can obviously be targeted, but again,
Yeah.
it's a low search volume. So you can see all these intent like thermos comes out. We can see other keywords with thermos intent,
Yeah.
and not just tea. Some other usage maybe other than tea. Maybe coffee. Coffee is the other search term which
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
utilized.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the research that will be done once we start things out, and also for the SEO. I mean, you just have to have all important keywords in the title, in bullet points,
Yeah.
and in your backend systems. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the answer to your query, that how we'll do the expansion. But yeah, one thing which we obviously highlighted here is that this particular listing, like tea infuser bottle, is your main listing, and drives most number of sales.
Yeah.
But you have other products as well, like you have maybe you are selling tea bottle lid separately.
Yeah, we're
uh,
selling the lid separately. Another lid which is a straw lid. So our current lid is
yes.
a chug lid, but this lid. So those are the same lids that come with
Yeah.
the bottle, but with different colors. To be honest, we have those not to just like maybe
Okay.
sell them, but just to have, because some customers
Okay.
would say, "I broke my lid, I need a replacement." You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
So
these are just for the, like, for the sake of having an expanded product catalog, and then
yeah,
having similar product, but just
exactly,
maybe
exactly.
accessory of that. So yeah, but it won't be wise to use the ads and then utilize the ad budget onto those products, because yeah, these are just for the sake of
I
making
agree.
those live. Yeah. So yeah, this is the major listing, and then obviously we'll keep the focus onto that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We just wanted to have a detailed conversation just to show you, I mean, what we consider or
Yeah,
what we think about the brand, and also understand how things have been so far for you. The journey hasn't been pleasant, which is like unfortunate to hear, but that's how it is. Amazon is an easy game. It's just a little bit tough,
yeah,
especially when you're
it is.
busy and then doing a job. It just get so hard for you. So yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, so that's, I mean, since you have access to the account, you're more than welcome to see and test some other things. But then, just to speak directly straight to the point, um, uh, about when you can start, because we really need to start as soon as possible.